salute if you are a veteran of military service as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So our Father, we're grateful tonight for you, presence here with us. We invite you to be in all the things that happen tonight. We pray for your presence, for your protection, and for you in our lives. Bless our country today, Lord, and bless us with the virus, and may you quickly touch it, I pray, in Jesus' name. Amen.
Let's meet tonight's starters. First for Park, a 5'8" sophomore opposite from San Jose de Campos, Brazil. Number 1, Isabella Ribeiro. A 6-foot senior outside hitter from Cairo, Egypt. Number 4, Nada Nawad. A 5'10" senior middle blocker from Hilo, Hawaii. Number 5, Kyra Kaloy. A 5'10" senior outside hitter from Nixa, Missouri. Number 6, Alyssa Flint. A 6-foot senior opposite from Cairo, Egypt. Number 7, Nuda Mawad. A 5'8" junior libero from Kansas City, Missouri. Number 24, Rebecca Rothacher. And a 5'10" senior setter from Sacramento, Brazil. Number 29, Amanda Mendez. The Pirates are coached by Michael Talamantes in his 10th season. He's assisted by Casey Swank. Now let's meet the starters for the Pioneers. A 6-foot freshman middle blocker from Offenburg, Germany. Number 4, Teresa Saunders. A 5'7" junior setter from Marion, Kansas. Number 7, Courtney Hansen. A 5'11" senior outside hitter from Madras, Oregon. Number 11, Jennifer Roth. A 6'1" junior outside hitter from Belgrade, Serbia. Number 14, Nicoletta Bandic. A 5'6" junior libero from Longmont, Colorado. Number 16, McKenna Webster. A 5'11" senior middle blocker from McPherson, Kansas. Number 21, Rachel Dawson. And a 5'9" freshman outside hitter from Olathe, Kansas. Number 28, Bethany Allison. The Pioneers are coached by Molly Karagioporov in her 2nd season. She's assisted by Eugenia Asigyar and Adam Brewster. And their manager is Lexi Davis. Let's play volleyball.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome inside the Bell Family Arena as we're ready for the opening serve as the visiting Pirates from Park University come into Olathe, Kansas to take on your Mid-American Nazarene University Pioneers. This is a Heart of America Athletic Conference tournament. So welcome, everyone. If you're joining us for Park, welcome to the Pioneer Sports Network. The Pirates, they come into today 4-0 on the season. They still have yet to drop a set. So the Pioneers they have a tall task in front of them. Pioneers come in today 5-3 as they just lost at CMU in their last game. Park is heading onto the floor, and we'll get ready to go. Like I said, the Pioneers looking to pull a big upset here tonight. Park, a historically good volleyball program. And the officials are going through, checking their rotations and rosters. And if you're watching us on the free streaming service on YouTube, we do have that chat feature. If you guys want to talk about your teams, talk about who you're here to watch, whether it be Park, MNU, or individual players, whoever you're here for, we welcome you. The start to volleyball games is so anticlimactic. We're ready to go, and the officials just have to go through everything. Here we go. Pioneers, they will start with the set. The set with the serve. Well, I'm off to a good set. Hansen with the serve for the Pioneers. We're ready to get underway. Hansen sends it short. Good bump, good set. They go to the outside. Big swing dug out by Webster for the Pioneers, but Hansen not able to chase it down to get the set. That's going to be a point for the Pirates.
Point, Park.
It's Maywad with the with the kill shot. Now Rebecca Rothatcher with the serve for Park, sends it over. Pioneers are going to have a chance. They go to Candich. Knocked off Park, but boy, they kept it alive. Big hit, free ball coming over. They're able to get it, so the Pioneers are going to have a good chance here. Set to the outside to Allison. Tipped at the net, kept alive by the Pirates. Pirates set it outside. Big swing, blocked at the net by the Pioneers, and they come up with the point. Gets tied at 1 apiece here in the first set. Still in the early goings. Allison with the serve for the Pioneers. Sends it over. Taken by the back line of the Pirates. Back set. Big swing coming. Nope, they go for the tip. And able to just find some space. That was Nora Miwad. Or Maywad, I'm sorry. I think I'm saying it wrong. And I have not called a Park game this season. Serve on the way for the Pirates. Taken by the back row. Ooh, difficult bump. Good set, though. Roth with the swing. Dug out by the Pirates. They set it across. And this is not going to clear the net. And so the Pirates into the net, and the Pioneers. Boy, I'm going to struggle with all these P names here. They come up with a point. Tied at 2 apiece. I'll get there eventually. Probably about the time the game's over. Serve on its way. Good bump, good set. Shot across, and the Pioneers can't dig it out. Just able to find that hole in the middle of the defense. We're the Pirates.
Romero with the kill.
So Romero credited with that kill. Now Maywad back to serve. On its way. Dug out by Webster to Hansen. Hansen to Roth. Roth sends it over, taken by the back row. Good set, but not able to get it too close to the net. The Pioneers are going to have a chance. Matthews sends it up front. Just a free ball coming over. Pirates now with a good chance. Set the back line, and this is out of bounds. Point to the Pioneers.
Pirate hit is out of bounds. Point, MNU.
Myers and McGee checking in for the Pioneers. Once the official allows it, makes mental note, whatever it is the officials do on substitutions. Now Myers will serve for the Pioneers. Myers sends it across. They set outside. Blocked at the net. Pioneers keep it alive. Now the Pirates keep it alive. Played off a shoulder, but they're able to get it over. A lot of play at the net. It's kind of a battle of the bigs. Now the Pirates with a chance. Tipped at the line for the Pioneers. Roth keeps it alive, but Myers not able to chase it down.
Flint with the kill.
So good rally, but Pioneers come out on the short end. Some changes being made for the Pirates.
Pinion serving.
So Piniak will serve for Park. Piniak sends it over. Webster with the bump. There's the set. Wow, good dig by Park. Ooh, Matthews kept it alive. Probably shouldn't have. They're going to go to Roth or the Pioneers. Tipped at the net, kept alive by the Pirates. Now the setter tried to go with a little okey-doke and hit it over on that second shot, but it goes into the net.
Point,
So a point for the Pioneers. Amanda Mendez is trying to send it over on that second hit. Now the head coach of Park wanting to have a word with the official. Didn't like something. This is Michael Talamontes in his 10th season as the coach of Park University. Their word is concluded. Tied at 4 in the first set. Here we go. Roth with the serve. Sends it. Good pass. Good set. Now trying to tip, and they're able to find some space. Are the Pirates. This was Kaloy. Able to drop it down in the Pioneer defense. Pirates aren't beating them with power at the moment. It's good placement. Placement right now is the name of the game for the Pirates. Roth takes it for the Pioneers. There's the set. Big swing. This by McGee. Kept alive. Free ball coming over for the Pioneers. Roth to Myers. Set to the front. And that's a kill shot. Teresa Saunders for the Pioneers. Able to put it down and come up with a point.
MNU.
Webster now with the serve for the Pioneers. Tied at 5. Webster sends it across. Bump, set, spike coming. Oh, there we go. And sorry, had to bail out there. We had a lot of bodies heading towards our announcer's table.
With the kill. Point, Pirates.
So that hit was actually out of bounds off the Pioneers.
Serving.
And I don't think anyone was going to be able to chase that down, not without jumping over the table and my head. Pirates send it across. Good bump, set, spike, in.
Dawson with the kill.
So Dawson with the kill for the Pioneers. And they tie things up at 6. So thus far, good back and forth action.
Hanson serving.
Hanson with the serve for the Pioneers. On its way. Pirates set it outside. They're going to have a good chance. Looking for that okey doke again, but Hanson able to get it. Sits it to Candish. Kept alive by the Pioneers. Play at the net. There's a lot going on with the front row. Pirates now with their best opportunity of this. Tipped at the net. Pioneers keep it alive. Hanson sets middle to Roth. Roth, big swing, whistle blown. Point to the Pirates. I'm not exactly sure what that call is.
Point, Park. Rothatcher serving.
Well, that was a fault on the Pioneers, that much I can tell you. Ball back to the Pirates. Short serve, taken by the Pioneers. Hanson sets, crosses it to Candish. Candish blocked at the net, down it goes. Point to the Pirates.
Romero.
They've now extended their lead to 2, 8-6.
Pirates.
Big serve, taken by the back line of the Pioneers. Good bump, good set. Allison swing, in, that's a kill. Allison with the kill shot for the Pioneers.
Point, MNU. Allison serving.
Allison now with the serve for the Pioneers. On its way. Ooh, shaky pass. Good set. Big swing. Dug out by Allison. They go to Roth. Couldn't quite feed her all the way to the front of the net, but that's going to be a kill shot anyway. She sent it to the back corner of the Pirate defense. Dive attempt, but not able to dig that ball out. And that's a point for the Pioneers. They're able to tie this back up now at 8. Allison, now sends it into the net. A point for the Pirates.
Point, Park. Nuda, Mawai, serving.
All right, play ready to resume. Roth with the pass. Good set to the front of the net. Taken by the back line of the Pirates. They set it cross court. Big swing. Webster keeps it alive for the Pioneers. Hanson's going to set Roth. Roth, a big swing. Blocked at the net, and it falls on the Pioneer side. So that is a point to the Pirates.
Point, Pirates.
Now, if you haven't watched the broadcast yet this year, if this happens to be your first, if you're wondering why you can't hear the whistles, due to the Rona, the officials have to use electronic whistles. It's the weirdest thing. But they are not loud. Big serve by Pirates. Webster to Hanson. Hanson to Candish, blocked at the net. Candish keeps it alive. Roth keeps it alive. And now Hanson not able to chase it down. As everyone was kind of head over heels on that play. A lot of diving bodies.
Point, Park.
Park now with their largest lead of the first set. They are up 11-8. All right, the Pirates now ready. Serve is on its way. Looks short. Webster has to knock it over in the first hit. Kept alive by the Pioneers. Roth's going to have a swing. Tries to tip it over. Pirate defense equal to the task. Set to the front of the net. Dug out by Webster. Over to Roth. Roth, big swing taken by the back line of the Pirates. And now another little okey doke, but Webster digs it out. Sets Candish. Candish, big swing, kept alive by the Pirates. They're going to send one over. Hanson setting Roth. Big swing for Roth. In. Roth able to hit the back corner. All officials agreed that that hit that back corner. And as we know, when you're on defense, you kind of naturally inch forward. Roth was able to make them pay by putting it all the way on that back line. Sorry about our camera. It looks like it keeps cutting in and out. Apologies about that. Now here's a kill shot on the other side for the Pirates.
Rivero with a kill. Point, Pirates. Nada, Mawad, serving.
Sorry, and I did not catch who that kill shot was by. I couldn't see. I apologize. It's one problem sitting on court level. Hard for me to see all the numbers when they're blocked by a bunch of bodies. Webster with the dig for the Pioneers. Hanson sets to Roth. Roth has a good chance. Wow, good dig by the back line of the Pirates. Good grief. Now a whistle is blown. Point to the Pioneers.
Double contact by the Pirates.
And that's a double contact.
Point, Pioneers.
Called on the Pirates. Now one official having a word with the referee. Sorry. One referee was having a word with a player, and the other is having a word with the park coach. So now they're getting to the substitution part of life.
Myers, serving.
Just trying to eavesdrop on the official when he's still on the scorer's table. Long story short, Myers with the serve for the Pioneers. Good bump, good set, big swing, trying to go for placement and able to knock that down. That was not a Maywad.
Nada, Mawad with a kill. Point,
And she was playing back line, was able to come forward and put that down.
Kenyak, serving.
Piniak is serving now for the Pirates, up by 3. And 3 is so far their largest lead. Piniak sends it over. Webster to Myers. A whistle is blown. Point to Park. 2 hits on the Pioneers, so a double contact
Point,
on the Pioneers. Again, that one I have never been able to see
timeout.
from the scorer's table. I have to take the official's word when they say there's double contact. So we've got a timeout on the floor. This called by the head coach of Mid-America as they want to talk things over. I'm just going to sneak a peek real quick. There we go. We got some Pirate fans and some Pioneer fans over in our little chat room. Thank you everyone for joining us. Tuesday evening, if you can believe it, we're almost done with September. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. That's wild. This year's been crazy. All right, the Pioneers heading back onto the floor. The coach of the Pirates still having a word with the official. I am not exactly sure what he is less than thrilled about. I can't hear him from my end, all the way down at the end of the bench. If I was a player of any sort, that would be my position as well, end of the bench. All right, serves on the way. Matthews takes it for the Pioneers, up to Myers. Myers to McGee, blocked at the net, and down it falls. Myers wasn't able to chase it down. McGee got a good swing on it, but blocked at the net. So now 15-11. Park trying to run away with the first set. Matthews, good pass. Good set, big swing, kill. There we go. Roth able to put one down and get a point back for the Pioneers. With that, Allison is going to check back in for the Pioneers. Matthews is going to take a seat. So Roth now will have the serve for the Pioneers. On its way. Got the Pirates chasing backwards a little bit. Big swing, blocked at the, or tipped at the net by the Pioneers. They're going to keep it alive. To Allison. Allison shot taken by the back line of the Pirates. Pirates send it across. Big swing, blocked at the net by the Pioneers. Pirates again going to have an opportunity. They set the back row. Oh, Myers couldn't dig it out, but McGee keeps it alive. Free ball going over for the Pirates. They're going to try the tip. Webster, she had her eye on it this time. And now, oh, Allison tried to sneak it over, but Kaloy was right there front and center on the net and just tipped it right back over. And it falls for the Pirates. So Kaloy didn't need a big swing on that at all, just with her little fingertips. Just bink, right over the front of the net. Serves on its way. Webster has it. Back set by Myers. Big swing by McGee, and that's a kill. Kill shot McGee puts it down. Webster now back at the service line. She'll send it over. Pioneers trying to climb back in. Trailing by 3, 16-13, first set. Webster chases him deep. Set at the front of the net. Big swing, and that's a kill. That is Kaloy again. Kaloy playing big on the net right now. Sent that right back over, and the Pioneers couldn't dig it out.
Hensley serving.
So Hensley now with the serve for the Pirates. Hensley sends it into the net. That's going to be a point for the Pioneers.
Park serves in the net. Point, Pioneers.
Yeah, I want to see Hensley serve some more. It looks like she's got kind of a knuckleball action. This happened to go in the net, but I bet the ones that come over have some either crazy spin or non-spin on it. Again, that thing just knuckled on her. Hansen now for the Pioneers. Ready to send it. Ooh, tries to go short. She was trying to find a hole in the defense, but it falls short, hits the Pioneer net and falls. So ball back to the Pirates, up by 4. Rothacher with the serve. On its way, taken by Allison to Hansen. Big swing by Kandich, and that is long, out of bounds. Yeah, no idea what's up with the camera. Sorry about all the in and out that it's doing. Silly thing. Serve comes across again. Allison with the dig. Hansen sets right at the front of the net. Pirates able to keep it alive. Big swing coming. And that's going to be a kill. So Nuda Bawad. I still feel like I'm saying it wrong. Again, Park fans, I apologize if I keep butchering her name. And her sisters. There's Nora and Nada Mawad. Both seniors here for Park University. Timeout called on the floor by the Pioneers head coach. Wants to talk things over. We're still in the first set. It is 20-14 in favor of visiting Park. And this is the first year with Park University being a part of the Heart of America Athletic Conference. So I think that's super cool that they're now in the conference with us. We will see them a lot more come volleyball, basketball. I think they've always had really good games, the Pioneers basketball squads and the Pirates. And then volleyball, it's pretty much Park and the rest of the conference chasing them. Let's just be honest. So, I'm trying to talk a lot because on YouTube here, they get real picky if they can hear a lot of our background music, which we're playing for the folks here in attendance, not for any other purpose. But we don't have the rights to, like broadcast those. But we're not broadcasting that for the sake of money. We're broadcasting that for the sake of our fans in attendance, which is actually really just family, thanks to the Rona. So that is why I'm rambling like an idiot. There we go. Timeout has concluded. The Pirates are ready to serve. Pioneers making a couple substitutions. Just kidding, it was one substitution. Rothacher still with serve. 6-point lead for the Pirates. On its way. Chases the Pioneers back. Allison takes it. They set it to Kandich. She gets tipped to the net, kept alive by the Pirates. Big swing coming over. Wow. I don't even know how you get the ball to spin like that. Not a Maiwad. Again, it was a heck of a kill shot. I couldn't even tell you how she did it. She hit the ball and it just curved right. Hansen keeps it alive. The pass wasn't great, but now Allison able to knock it off of the hands of Rothacher, so that's a kill shot, point to the Pioneers. Pioneers needed that to get served back. Trailing by 6, 21-15 first set. Allison is ready. Serve on the way. Into the net.
Pioneer serve is in the net. Point, Pirates.
So we are coming down to the end of the first set, getting close.
Nuda Mawad serving.
Serve comes over. Oh, it hits the top of the net and drops on the Pioneer side. The dirty, dirty. So that is an ace for Maiwad. And again, that's one you can't help but laugh at when you get him. Just hits the top of the net and falls. On its way again. Webster with it to Hansen. Hansen back set to Kandich. Kandich, oh, her shot goes long, out of bounds. That's another point to the Pirates. So this is set point now. Now, if here in the arena they decide to go to the overhead music, I'm going to mute the microphone during the break. It's our drum line. I'll keep it on. Webster to Hansen. Front of the net. Calvert tried a little tip. No good. Now here's a shot, but that's long. That's going to be out of bounds. Point to the Pioneers.
Point, Pioneers.
Is Ribeiro. Hit it too long for the Pirates. So Calvert now going to serve. Again, still set point. Kept alive by the Pirates. They set it to the front of the net. Calvert keeps it alive for the Pioneers. They're going to have a chance. Roth trying to knock it over. Blocked at the net. Big swing. Oh, and now Calvert could not return the ball, and that's going to be first set in favor of the Pirates.
And the Pirates win set 1.
Okay, so something to keep in mind. We don't change sides anymore after sets. Again, this is due to the Rona.
Correction, Tuesday, October the 6th, when they host Evangel University at 1 p.m. The Pioneer men's soccer team is currently 2-1 overall and 2-0 in the heart after their 1-0 victory over William Penn University last Saturday. They hit the road this week for matches at Baker University tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. and at Clark University on October the 3rd at 5:30 p.m. Their next home match will be Tuesday, October the 6th, when they host Evangel University at 3:30 p.m.
Okay, sorry, didn't want to talk over the PA announcer there. I don't have the lineup in front of me of everything coming up for the Pioneers. So what I simply suggest is make sure that you go to MNUsports.com and check on the schedules. Remember, things have gotten changed, things have gotten moved. Games have gotten canceled and rescheduled and postponed, and everything with the current state of the world. So always check MNUsports.com if you really want to know when and where something is. That is the most up-to-date place to find it. So we're going to step away here just for a moment, just so I don't have to keep rambling, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Only because I've got stats. I can bring you stats. Woohoo! So total attacks, the leader for Park University is Nada Maiwad. She has 11 total attacks with 4 kills. And then right behind that is Nora Mewad with 9 total attacks and 3 kills. Over for the Pioneers, Jennifer Roth, as per usual, leading the way. 13 total attacks. She's got 3 kills. And then behind her, Bethany Allison with 5 attacks, 2 kills. And then Kate McGee down there with 3 total attacks and a kill. That's where we're going. Looking here for anything else. Let's see. McKenna Webster leads the way for the Pioneers. She's got 5 digs, which is always a good stat to have, good defensive stat. And then Nada Mawad with 6 digs over on the other side. Like I said at the onset of the broadcast, in case you were a little late joining us, Park University, they come into tonight 4-0 overall on the season, 2-0 in conference. Again, they still have yet to lose a set. And so far, they are 1-0 in sets tonight. Pioneers 5-3 overall. They're 2-1 in the heart. And they were doing well, cruising along until they went to CMU. And then things got a little dicey for the Pioneers at Central Methodist as they were swept in 3 sets. So that's where we're at. Like I said, the Pioneers looking to pull a huge upset tonight. Really, I think it would be a complete victory to even take 1 set from Park, who still has yet to drop any this year. Again, all about the little victories. Thank you for joining us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. My name is Kyle. My pleasure as always to be here with you. I'm not going to be able to call the games this weekend, so start planning to tune in now so you don't have to listen to me. And as it stands right now, volleyball will have some games coming up, I think Friday and Saturday. Of course, subject to change, as things have been doing recently. So make sure you go to MNUsports.com, check on the schedule. I'd say even check before you head out here to the Bell Family Arena, because you just never know. Don't forget, you can also follow the Pioneer Sports Network. That's me. You can follow us on Twitter at MNU_PSN. Then, of course, MNU Athletics is their home on Twitter for everything Pioneer Sports. So, again, that's at MNU Sports. And then you can also get us on Instagram, MNU Sports again on Instagram. That's where you can always get the player of the week and schedule updates. So, we're everywhere. We're all over social media. You can't hide from us. If you're watching right now and you have not hit subscribe on this fine broadcast, make sure you hit subscribe here on the YouTube channel. We finally got over 1,000 subscribers, which is like really awesome, but why stop now? Let's get it up to 1,500. See if we can get 1,500 before volleyball season's over. So hit the subscribe button. We are ready to get back underway as the Pirates send it over. Hansen sets to the front of the net, blocked at the net, whistle blown, point, and too many hits by the Pioneers.
4 hits by the Pioneers.
Whoopsies. 4 hits is a no-no. 3 is okay, 4 is bad. Pirates send it again. Webster to Hansen. Hansen back sets to Allison. Allison's shot is off the top of the net, and it actually takes a right turn and goes out of bounds. That's another point for the Pirates.
Point, Pirates.
Still with serve is Hensley. Hensley sends it. Webster again. Hansen had to chase that one down. Kim's just going to send it over. Couldn't get a big swing on it. Dug out by the back line. Sent over. Kept alive by the Pioneers. Webster now sets it. Allison, big swing. And that's going to be out of bounds as Allison hit the little pole that sticks up at the sides of the net. Which you can see in front of the official who's standing up if you're looking at your screen. Hit that little pole there. If the pole moves, you're normally in trouble. Serve again by Hensley. Good bump by Allison. Good set by Hansen. Cross court to Candish. And a great block at the net. Nora Mewad. I'm saying Nora, that's not how the PA announcer's saying it. I can't duplicate how he's saying it. So again, know that I'm butchering their names. Now the Pioneers catch a break as that serve goes into the net. They're going to get the ball and a point. Trailing 4-1 now here in the second set. So now Allison's going to have the serve for the Pioneers. Substitution being made by Park. There we go. Allison sends it over. Not a great pass, but the set gets over. Free ball coming. The Pioneers are going to have a good chance here. Set to the front of the net to Dossett. It was blocked, and now the Pioneers scrambling around. Back set. Webster sets it out. Canich, big swing, blocked, and down it goes. Boy, that block just fell in between every Pioneer on the court.
Point, Park.
Good placement.
Rothatcher serving.
So now Rebecca Rothatcher with the serve. Sends it across. Webster, shaky pass. Hanson bails him out. Gets it to Roth. Roth blocked at the net, and again it falls down. The front line for the Pirates now playing big as they are sending a lot of attempts right back into the Pioneers' face. That is detrimental to our cause of trying to win this game. Rothatcher sends it. Low serve. Webster couldn't get it to a teammate. That's going to be an ace. And Rothatcher sent that, and Webster had to make a dive for it. It just died in midair. And so the Pioneers take a timeout. I do believe the drum line's going to talk to us now, so I'll shut up. You listen. There we go, MNU drumline.
Pioneer fans, stay current with Pioneer athletic scores and news by visiting MNUsports.com for all your Pioneer updates.
And the official did not like the way the Pioneers substituted, so then he made him do it again. Okay. Checking in is Kira Halverson for the Pioneers, her first action of the evening. The serve comes over for the Pirates. Webster to Hanson. Hanson, good set, and that's a kill shot. That was Dawson able to put it down. So Dawson heads off to the floor. Teresa Saunders back on. Good serve. And that's into the net. That's an ace for the Pioneers. Webster gets the ace. See, that was Alyssa Flint. Tried the return and couldn't get underneath it. 7-3 in favor of the Pirates. Webster sends it again. Oh, more struggles, but able to get it across this time of the Pirates. Saunders sets it outside. Big swing, and that's going to be a kill for the Pioneers.
Halverson with the kill. Point, Pioneers.
That was Halverson with the kill. And now the Pirates want to talk things over as they did not like the little run that the Pioneers are making. Park is up 7. Pioneers are at 4 here in the second set.
Seminole Valley Stampede in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Race time is set for 11:30 p.m. Correction, a.m.
So it was pointed out to me before the game that an assistant coach over there for the Pirates is Wendy Romero in her first season. Our sports information director showed me her stats when she played at Park. Oh my, that is some elite level talent now on the bench for the Park University Pirates. So they're going to learn from one of the best to play some NAIA volleyball. The Pirates still in their huddle. The Pioneers await. Still Halverson, Saunders, and Roth on the front line for the Pioneers. Matthews, Hanson, and Webster are in the back. And play is ready to resume. Again, 7-4 in favor of the Pirates. And Webster sends it over. Good pass, good set. Spike attempt at the front. Kept alive by the Pioneers. Matthews going to have to send a free ball over, and out of bounds it goes. Pioneers weren't able to get the swing they wanted on that particular possession. So now Maiwad with the serve. 4-point lead in the second set. Roth with the dig. Hansen had to chase it down. Roth is going to take a swing and puts it down. That's a kill shot for Roth. So for a moment, that play was looking a little shaky, but Hansen gets all the credit there. Able to pop that ball up for Roth. Roth again going for that back corner. Myers into the game now. She serves. Sends it across. A good bump. Good set to the outside. Big swing coming up. Oh, great job by Matthews to keep that alive. Free ball coming over. Roth is able to return it. Now they set near side. This is off the Pioneers. Webster not able to collect on the dive. That's going to be a point to the Pirates. And I'm thankful that was about 3 feet to the side of my head, as I just put my glasses on. I figured that'd be about the time I take one in the face. Oh, and that's actually in. Roth yelled that it was out. And so, Maiwad with the ace. So that was another one, just kind of died in midair. Sends it again. Roth with the return. Myers with the set. They go to Roth again. Kept alive by the back line of the Pirates. Big shot to the front, and that's going to be a kill. That is Ribeiro with the kill shot. Serve on its way. Ooh, that's a good serve, Roth. Popped it up. Webster sends it up front. Saunders sends it over. Free ball. They set it outside. Big swing. Kept alive by Matthews. What a dig. Myers keeps it in the air. And sent over by Dawson. Now here's a shot, and this is tipped at the net by the Pioneers, so they're going to be the last to touch. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to be a point to the Pirates. I'm sorry, that was McGee with the last swing, not Dawson. Apologies, that was McGee. Big serve. Roth with the dig. Good set. Roth with the swing. Kept alive by the back line of the Pirates. Back set. Big swing again. Matthews trying to keep it alive, and that's going to go into the band. The drum line not eligible to return that, so that's going to be a point to the Pirates. Park trying to pull away here in the second set. They are now up 13-5. McGee comes out. Calvert checking in. Maiwad with the serve on its way. Webster to the front. Hansen sets it. Saunders, there we go. That's a kill shot. Nicely done by Teresa Saunders. With that, Matthews comes out. Allison checks in. Roth is going to serve for the Pioneers. On its way. Good bump. Good set to the outside. Big swing, but tipped at the net. Calvert able to tip it and put it down on the Pirate side of life. Pioneers still trying to claw back in.
Saunders with a block. Point MNU.
He said Saunders, but that was Calvert that was over there. Roth again with the serve. Sends it over. Short serve taken by the Pirates. They set the back line, and good placement. If done correct, no can defend. And Maiwad tips it over and gets a point for the Pirates, able to stop this little mini Pioneer run that they had going. And now Piniak with the serve. Piniak sends it. Ooh, we're going to have, is this going to be in the net? Yeah, Pioneers were in the net. The pass took the setter very close to the net. It's going to be a tough one, and the officials are going to say that they were, in fact, in the net. And so, hey, the drum line was all ready to go when we turn on Michael Jackson. What? You have now upset the drum line. And now I have to try and talk over music. Anyway, 15-7 is our score here in the second set. I haven't seen our camera flicker in a little bit, so maybe that has solved itself, figured itself out. Okay, I apologize for the dead air, but even I at times run out of things to say. I know that might shock you. All right, Piniak still with the serve for Park. And away it goes. Webster keeps it alive. Myers with the set. Set it to Allison. Kill shot by Allison. Nicely done. The back line couldn't handle that one for Park. That's a point to the Pioneers. Now 15-8 in favor of the visiting Pirates.
Saunders serving.
Yeah, Saunders with the serve. Sends it across. There's a good bump. Good set. They set it outside. Big swing. Blocked at the net by the Pioneers. Oh, but it falls out of bounds. That's going to be a point to the Pirates. Oh, everything went right for the Pioneers except where the ball actually hit the ground. That didn't work out so well.
Mendez serving.
Serving now is Amanda Mendez for the Pirates. Short serve. Allison keeps it alive. Back set, big swing. Oh, and that's tipped by the Pirates. Calvert's going to get credit for that kill shot. Honestly, the Pirates probably should have just let that one go. That looked like it was going to be far out of bounds, but someone got a fingertip on it. So a point for the Pioneers. Hansen's going to serve now for the Pioneers. They trail by 7. Hansen sends it across. Umewa didn't get the best pass, but kept alive. Now looking for placement. Roth keeps it alive. Webster's going to have to send this over. Indeed she does. Pirates are going to have a good chance to set outside. And now Allison with the dig. Hansen sets it back to Allison. Allison, big swing, blocked at the net. Down it falls on the Pioneer side. And that's going to be a point to the Pirates.
Flint with the block.
Flint and Kaloy were both there for that block attempt.
Hensley serving.
Serving now is Hensley. That was my long dramatic pause. Did you like it? Webster gets it up to Hansen. Hansen back set. Allison, big swing, blocked. Down it falls. That's going to be a point to the Pioneers. The officials had to confer on something. That play looked pretty self-explanatory to me, but they both agree. Point to the Pioneers. Still trailing by 7 at 17-10. Second set still. Allison, big serve, good placement. And that's down. That's an ace for Allison.
Allison with the ace.
Again, the defender for Park just not quite able to get underneath that serve to pop it up to a teammate. Made contact, but it still falls to the deck. Now this is off the net. Ooh, good dig this time by the Pirates. They set it outside, and that's a kill. That kill was almost in my face. It was not on my wad. Oh no, they called that out of bounds. I couldn't tell as I was moving my head out of the way of the ball. So out of bounds it was. I'm sorry, that's a point to the Pioneers. Allison again. Ooh, shaky pass. Free ball coming over. The Pioneers with a good chance here. Hansen takes it back. Oh, little tip. Nice. That's still a kill. Well done by Halverson. And now a timeout called by Park. They want to talk things over.
Timeout. Park.
As the Pioneers are on a run right now, it is 17-13. Pioneers now trailing by 4 here in the second set. We're going to step away, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, both sides are heading back to the floor. Pioneers on a run, trying to get back into this second set. 17-13 is the score. Allison with the serve for the Pioneers. She don't like that ball. Send another one in. There we go. Allison is ready. On its way. It's a good pass. Good set. They go outside to Mawad. Kept alive by Webster. Webster to Hanson. Hanson now to Roth. And Roth with a kill. Not able to handle the pepper on that ball was Amanda Mendez. She got underneath it, but couldn't do anything with it. There was a lot of heat on that hit by Roth. Allison sends it over again, this time deep and out of bounds it goes. That's a point to the Pirates. Now Matthews is going to check in for the Pioneers. Allison takes a seat. Now Rothacher with the serve. And here it comes. Off the top of the net, Webster keeps it alive. Hanson, quick set in the front, and in it goes. That's Dawson with the kill. I don't know what the technical term is for just those real quick little sets right at the front of the rim. It's not a big set to get underneath. It's real fast. The spiker has to be all over that. Anyway, I'll stop trying to explain. Webster sends the ball into the net. So Park up by 4, 19 to 15. They have serve. Serve comes over. Matthews has to dive for it. Kept alive. And now here's a shot. This was out of bounds. Saunders was looking for placement over power and hit it a little too deep. Couldn't quite tap that back line, which is what her intended target was. 5-point lead for Park. Serve comes across. Roth couldn't get a good swing on it, but kept it alive. Now they set Roth. Roth kill shot down. Woo! Roth was above the net on that one. Able to put it down to get the Pioneers a much-needed point. Myers and Calvert come in. Myers is going to serve. Myers sends it over. Ooh, two Pirates run into each other going for that, but still able to get the shot over, and there's a kill. It's not a Mywad with the kill. So her reward for that kill shot is she has to go serve now. She sends it over. Roth to Hanson. Hanson to Saunders. Tipped at the net and kept alive by the Pirates. They set it right at the front. Matthews keeps it alive. Webster to the front. Free ball coming over. Roth had to send it. And now there's a kill shot again. Wow. That was a lot of power by Nada Mawad. So she's single-handedly trying to put the second set to bed. She sends it across. Roth, good pass. Now they set it back to Roth. Roth with a shot, and they couldn't handle it. Again, Roth, too much heat. Pirates are able to make some contact, but went backwards. No one could chase it down. So a kill for Roth. But the Pioneers in a world of trouble right now, down 5, as the Pirates are coming dangerously close to ending the set. Roth with the serve. To the back line. Shaky pass. They're not going to have much of a swing on this. Blocked at the net. Webster keeps it alive. Myers sets. Goes to Allison. Allison, big swing. Kept alive by the Pirate defense. They go to Mawad. She sends it over. Roth with the dig. Back set. Big swing. And whoopsies. Calvert hit that one into the net. Couldn't get that spike to go where she wanted, which would be the other side of the net. So Piniak is going to serve now. Piniak sends it. Oh, it hits the top of the net, but Roth keeps it alive. They set Allison. Allison's blocked at the net. Myers keeps it alive. Roth with it to Saunders. Saunders knocks it over, taken by the back line of the Pirates. They're going to have a good chance here. And they're going for the tip again, and Calvert got a piece of it but couldn't keep it alive. It's going to be a point for the Pirates. So this is now set point here in set number 2, as this is going to be Piniak trying to put this away. On its way. Short, Roth digs it out. And now we're going to have a whistle blown. Center line violation, and that is how the second set is going to end. See, it's always good to get information. So the Pioneer football game for this weekend has been postponed. It was on the road, so that will be either made up or just taken off the schedule. We'll have to see. Thank you. All right, getting. Sorry, I was just trying to take a quick look there at our little chat room, see what you guys are talking about in there. Looks like there's some love for both sides. Again, Pirate fans, welcome. Pioneer fans, of course, welcome. But if you're a Pioneer fan and you're not here, then you better be living out of town, because if you're a Pioneer fan and you're in LA, then you should be here watching. Like I said, if you have a kid here. I don't know what the rules are. I should probably figure that out for Rona purposes. Anyway, let's go over some stats here real quick. Leading the way for the Pirates, Nana Mawad has 22 total attacks with 8 kill shots. And then behind her is Nora Mawad with 12 total attacks and 5 kill shots. So they have been the bulk of the offense. Alyssa Flint chipping in. She has 9 attacks with 3 kills. And then, let's see, Ribeiro, 9 attacks with 4 kills. Over for the Pioneers. The offense, of course, revolving around Jennifer Roth, 21 attacks with 7 kills. Bethany Allison, 12 attacks with 4 kills. Rachel Dossett has 8 attacks and 3 kills. And then Teresa Saunders, 7 attacks and 2 kills. Dig leader for the Pioneers is Courtney Hansen now with 5. Oh, no, I apologize. I was wrong. It's Webster with 7. I got to look farther down on the stat sheet. And then over on the other side, it is 9 for Nana Mawad.
On Saturday is now traveling to North Newton, Kansas to face the Bethel College Crushers in a 6 p.m. kickoff this Saturday.
Okay, well there we go, Pioneer football fans. They've been moved to Bethel.
Pioneers will begin set 3 serving. Hansen.
All right, Hansen is going to serve for the Pioneers as we get this going. There we go, serve on its way. There we go, set to Mawad, and Webster, I think, protecting her face more than anything else, as that kill shot from Mawad was coming right for her. Rothatcher with the serve now for the Pirates. She sends it across. Dossett up front. Oh, man. Hansen. Trying to figure out what happened on that. I'm sorry. Dawson was going for the kill. It was blocked at the net and falls on the Pioneer side as Hansen just didn't see it. Didn't even see that puppy coming back over the net at her. So 2-0 Pirates. Roth with the serve to Hansen. Hansen sends it to Calvert, blocked at the net, and now Webster not able to keep it alive. Laid out for it, but couldn't come up with the ball. So the Pirates are now 3-0 here in the 3rd set. On its way. Webster to Hansen, back set. Allison with the swing, and that's in. That hits the back corner. It's one of those I was waiting for an official to make a decision because there's no way I could judge in or out on that back far corner. I don't have the angle. Allison sends it across again. Pirates are going to have a chance. Set at the front to Ribeiro. Blocked at the net, kept alive by the Pioneers. They go to Roth. Big swing by Roth. Taken by the Pirate defense. They cross court. Wow, there's a kill shot. Oh, my. That's not a Mawad
with the kill.
who was able to put that down.
Pirates.
Matthews is going to come in. Allison checks out. 4-1 here in the third set.
Serving.
This is Nora Mawad with the serve short. Webster has it to Hansen. Quick set to the front, and Calvert puts it into the net.
The Pioneer hit is in the net. Point. Park.
I don't think they keep track of unforced errors in volleyball, but that's what that was. Spike into the net. 5-1 Pirates. They're trying to put this game away. Roth to Webster. Webster back to Roth. Big swing. Kept alive by the Pirate defense. Now they tried to go for the placement, but Roth was able to get it. He set it back to Roth. Big swing, but kept alive by the back line of the Pirates. Now the setter tries to knock it over on that second hit. The Pioneers, able to get it. Here's a kill shot. Kept alive by the Pirates. Free ball coming over. Calvert to Hansen. Hansen back to Calvert. Big swing and kept alive. Roth able to send it over. Kept alive still by the Pirates. Everybody's scrambling. Hansen to Calvert. And Calvert again into the net. That was a good rally. Good rally there. Pirates come up with the point, though. 6-1 in the third set. Roth takes the serve to Hansen. Back to Roth. Big swing by Roth. And that's going to be out of bounds. The Pirate block attempt would have been good, except it hit that little pole sticking up the top of the net. That is technically out of bounds if you touch it. Now one of the officials, that little post that had gotten hit was made crooked, so they're going to get that straightened up and fixed up. They got it. Thank goodness, because we don't want that to be crooked. Webster sends it over. Pirates, good bump, good set. They set it outside, big swing. And Aichu Wawas, not on my wad, with the kill. I think if I got hit with one of her kill shots, one of her spikes, I would probably have a hole in my chest after that. Here's the serve. Webster to Hansen. Hansen crosses it to Roth. And Roth with the kill.
Roth with the ace. Point MNU.
Roth actually was able to get a hand on it, but nothing more than that.
Myers
Went off her fingertips and kept on going backwards out of bounds. Now Myers into the game. She has the serve. On its way. Rothatcher to the front. They set outside. Oh, Webster keeps it alive. Good dig by Webster. Ball is at the net. And now there's two hits on Park, so a point to the Pioneers. Ribeiro not able to get that back over the net. So it's 7-4 in favor of the Pirates. They're going to have a chance here. They set Mawad. Webster keeps it alive. They go to Hansen. Hansen to Roth. Roth looking for placements. Blocked at the net. And it falls on the Pioneer side. Amanda Mendez with the block.
Ribeiro with the block. Point Pirates.
Mendez and Ribeiro were both there.
Pinion serving.
Now Piniak will serve for the Pirates. On its way. Roth with it. To Myers. Oh, Myers set it to Saunders. Saunders, I don't know what happened there. I think that was kind of a early jump and could only get a fingertip on it by the time the ball got to her hand. Easily blocked at the net, and it falls Pioneer side. Point to the Pirates. Piniak again sends across. Webster couldn't keep it alive. That's an ace.
Pinion the ace.
Piniak with the ace for the Pirates. They are up 6 here in the third set. 10-4 is your score. Oh, this hits the top of the net. And Roth not able to get it to the setter. And so that's an ace by Piniak. The Pirates trying to put this third set away. Send across. Roth to Myers. Myers to Saunders. Saunders just looking for placement. Didn't get a great swing on it. Now here's a good dig by Matthews. Roth's going to have to send this over. Indeed she does. Pirates chasing it. Now the setter. Trying to hit over on that second shot. Pioneers with a chance. Roth tried to drop it over the fingertips of the blockers. They go to Mawad. Kept alive by Myers. Webster, far side. To Halverson, and Halverson puts it down. Kill shot for Halverson.
MNU. Roth serving.
So Matthews leaves. Allison returns for the Pioneers. Roth will have the serve. Piniak and Ribeiro leave for Park. And Kaloy and Flint come back in. Flint has it. Sends it to the front. Back line. Blocked at the net by the Pioneers. Saunders. Great block. They sent it to Nada Mawad, who was playing on the back line. And the Pioneers were there ready for that. And they were able to block it at the net. So a timeout called by the head coach of Park University. 11-6 is our score here in the third set, as the Pirates are trying to put this away. Let's listen to the drum line. Play ready to resume. Roth will still be serving for the Pioneers. Trailing by 5 in the third set. Roth sends it across. Oh boy, that was good play at the net by Saunders. The return by the Pirates just kept floating and floating over, and Saunders was just able to bring it right back down. It came over on that first hit. Again, you would think there was a stiff breeze in here or something, the way it just kept floating to the Pioneer side. Roth sends it again. They're going to have a better chance. No, the setter and Spiker's not on the same page. Pioneers are going to have a chance. They go to Allison outside, and Allison with the kill. Oh, that point was almost gifted to the Pioneers, as the Pirates not on the same page on that particular play. Pioneers trailing by 3, trying to come back 11-8 in the third set. Roth serve goes wide, out of bounds.
Pioneer serve is out of bounds.
So the serve goes back to Park.
Pirates. Mendez.
They're up 12-8 right now, and Amanda Mendez will serve. Sent. Ooh, Roth to Myers. Saunders trying to get over, whistle blown. I think there were too many Pioneers who all had kind of fallen under the net. That was a disjointed play from the beginning. Roth's pass was errant, and everyone was scrambling to come up with it. Serve again. Webster. Saunders has to take this one. Goes to Roth. Roth with the kill shot from the back line. Roth with a great swing on that one. So Dawson returns. Webster takes a seat. Saunders will serve. Saunders sends it over. And it's a little too deep. Out of bounds it goes, past the outline. So Saunders takes a seat. Webster comes back in. 14-9 is your score, in case you're not looking at the screen and just listening to the golden tones of my voice. Now with the serve is Milena Hensley. Webster, Hanson, good set. Halverson, her shot handled. And now, whoo-wee. There she is again. There's Nada Mawad with the kill shot. Pirates again trying to run away with this lead. 15-9 is your score. They're 10 points away from the game. Roth to Hanson. Hanson to Allison. Allison shot to the back line of the Pirates. They keep it alive. And now here's a shot. This is a little too wide. Wide left. Nora Mawad
Point, Pioneers.
not able to keep it in bounds. Changes being made on both sides. Hanson and Calvert come in. Hanson with the serve for the Pioneers. Sends it over. Oh, this is coming over on the first hit. Good kill shot by Dossett, but kept alive by the Pirates. Free ball coming over for the Pioneers. Good set. Hanson back set. That shot is in. Calvert with the kill.
Point, MNU.
And now the head coach of the Pirates would like to talk things over as the Pioneers are trying to get back into the third set. It's 15-11. Here in the third set. Let's see, are we going to go drumline? We're going to go music. Drumline, music, drumline, music. Oh, they went music. So we'll step away and I'll just take a drink. All right. Back from our break. You know, usually we'd go to a commercial right now, but we are a little short-staffed tonight. Normal producer is not here. So, Keegan, my man, wherever you're at, hope you're having fun. Hanson gets the serve across. Good pass. Oh, blocked at the net. Out of bounds it goes, though. Allison had a great block, but it goes a little to the left and out of bounds. Unfortunate. Unlucky there for the Pioneers. Rothatcher with the serve. Sends it across. Webster pops it up. Hanson has to run to get underneath it. Sets Calvert. Calvert shot. Too long. That ball was so upset it went out the open door, and it's probably halfway in the parking lot by now. Let's get a different ball. 17-11. Short serve. Webster digs it out. Hanson has to keep it alive. Free ball coming over. Roth sends it. They're going to have a good chance. They go to Mawad. Out of bounds it goes. Mawad's shot wide left. So now Allison will serve for the Pioneers as they trail by 5.
Allison serving.
Allison sends it across. Short serve taken by the Pirates. They set it to Rivera at the front, and that's going to be a kill shot. Webster got an elbow on it, but nothing more. Backwards it goes and hits the back wall.
Point, Pirates.
Matthews and Allison, substitution.
Duda Mawad serving.
Serve comes across. Roth to Hanson. Hanson sets it high for Calvert. Tipped at the net, but kept alive by the Pirates. Big swing. That's kept alive by Matthews. Hanson sends it over. Roth with the swing. Just has to go for placement over power. They go to the outside. Good work by the Pioneers on the net. Kept it alive. Calvert swing. That's kept alive by the Pirates. What a set. Oh, free ball coming over. Pioneers got to get set. There we go. Roth's going to have a good chance here. Blocked at the net. Roth keeps it alive. Hanson sets it back to Calvert. Calvert shot wide right. Out of bounds it goes. That's a point to the Pirates. Good job on both sides.
Point, Pirates. Timeout, MNU.
And now timeout called by the Pioneers as they want to talk about things. It's 19-12 here in the third set. Pirates getting dangerously close to closing this game out. And now here's the drum line. Let's listen to them. Substitutions being made. Checking in is, for the Pioneers, Kelsey Rankin. Seen her first action of the evening. Here's the serve. Webster sends it up front. Rankin, back set. Calvert with the kill shot, but oh, good dig. Pioneers again with a chance, kept alive by the Pirates. They go to Mawad. And they're going to say the Pioneers got a piece of it as that ball went out of bounds, and that's a point for the Pirates. I like it better when I can tell what the play is, not when I have to rely on the official to tell me. Serve comes across. Roth pops it straight up. Rankin gets it. Sets to Roth. Tipped at the net. Kept alive by the Pirates. Big swing from the back. Rankin keeps it alive. Going the other direction, but kept it alive. Now Calvert able to send it over for the Pioneers. They set outside. Big swing. Out of bounds it goes. Oh, we've got one official with an out call and one official with a tip call.
Pioneers are in the net.
Oh, that, okay, they're going to, I guess all that doesn't matter. They're going to say Calvert was in the net. In the net, okay. Again, not something I could see very well from my vantage point. Serve comes across. And now, boy, the Pioneers called out, but it hit that back line. It sure did. 22-12 for Park University. As we're coming down to the end of it here, barring a Pioneer miracle. There's the serve. Webster sends it to the front. Rankin sets. Big swing at the net. Dawson, kill. Nice swing by Dawson.
Dawson with the kill. Point, MNU.
Dawson takes a seat and Saunders comes back into the game. And now Webster's going to serve for the Pioneers. They trail by 9. Now some changes being made over on the other side for Park. Nora Mawad is coming out, and let's see, Chloe Satterfield has checked into the game for the Pirates. Satterfield with her first action of the evening. Webster sends it over. Taken, they go outside. Going for some placement there, but the Pioneers keep it alive. Send it to the front, big swing. And Satterfield, welcome to the game, has to make a good dig. Rankin now keeps alive for the Pioneers. Webster sets it, far side. Calvert just trying to go for a little tip shot. Now they set it to the back to Satterfield. Couldn't get a big swing on it. Pioneers send it over on their second hit. Another tip attempt by the Pirates. No one's able to get a big swing on this. Even Roth's swing there, not her most powerful. Oh, Saunders heads up as the setter tried to knock it over in the second try again. And now Rankin with the hit, but this is going to go out of bounds. That's a kill shot for Alyssa Flint. Good playing all the way around. Substitution being made. Checking in now is Hensley. So Nada Mawad with the serve. 2 points away from calling it a day. And Webster not able to get a good pass there. It falls to the ground. So it is now game point. Game point, match point. All the points for the Pirates. There's a shot. Out of bounds it goes. So the game stays alive. At least one more point. Myers and Halverson checking into the game. Myers is going to serve. 24-14. They're able to get it across. Good pass, good set. They go outside, and that's going to do it. The final kill shot is going to be for Hensley, and that is your ball game.
Park wins the match.
So Park University takes this one 3-0. They moved to 5-0 on the season. And they are now, I believe, 3-1 in the heart. Or no, I'm sorry. They were 2-0 in the heart. Now they're 3-0 in the heart, not 3-1. So 5-0 overall, 3-0 in conference. Pioneers now are 5-4 overall. And I think this moves them to 2-2 in the heart. So if you're still watching, I'll try and get some stats here in a second if they print off the end-of-game stats quick for us, and if they can't get it done, I will send everyone on about their evening. And again, thank you as always for joining us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Our pleasure to bring you the game. Remember, we're supposed to have games this weekend, but make sure you check MNUsports.com, make sure nothing gets changed, altered.
Pioneer volleyball team is currently 5-4 overall, 2-2 in the heart. Their next home match is this Friday, October the 2nd.
So they're supposed to play here this Friday, October the 2nd at 7 p.m. So make sure you're down here if you're in the area, but check the website just to make sure nothing crazy happens, as our last game at home was canceled last week. All right, looks like we're not going to get stats. So make sure you go to MNUsports.com. You can see all the stats from tonight's game, once those go final, and then keep up with all your scheduling. So congratulations to Park. Good one tonight. Pioneers will be back at it again on Friday. Everyone have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you Friday night.